What's up, everybody? Got a couple of things to cover here. Where should I start? First off, um, was going over some of the videos that my daughter Jasmine had her friends put together. They skipped a lot. Wonder why that is. There's also some things that seem to be moved around. They're not in the right position. Um, because I still have everything that was said in between me and my daughter on Messenger. Even at the end when she started to calm down and actually listen a little bit. Um, you guys got to understand, when I got her from Jen through courts, it was through the court system. That was when Sam and Dex had her. Well, there was something going on that Sam got a hold of me, which, how did Sam get my number? I didn't give it to her. Jen had to. But anyway, it's going to take a lot more than 15 minutes to explain and lay down everything that happened. Jasmine was, shoot, barely 2. That's the crackhead and drug dealer that your mom mysteriously tried to give you to behind my back. And for some reason, this lady, I don't know why, called me and told me that some bullcrap story. It had to be, because she said that Jen wanted her to take over custody because Jen couldn't take care of Jazz. And what's funny is Tiffany was right next to me for all that. Yeah. Tiffany was also outside the car after the court date when Leslie was driving, Jen was in the passenger seat, and my sister was out there. Now, if I wanted to hurt Jen, I could do it myself very easily. I already know that. Don't take it that way. Because my sister, you have no clue about my sister, wanted to rip Jen out of that car and beat her up. Because of all the lying, including the lying about stitching a butthole. Yeah, yes, this is what I mean. They will go to these extremes. I've asked Jen repeatedly, if that happened, you should have medical records of that. Where are they? Nothing. Just changes to something else that is dramatic, pulling attention. Right, because that never happened. My daughter is saying that I used dark against her. No, I didn't. You had a nightlight, you had a TV in your room, and the hall light was always on every night. So how am I using darkness against you? You used to get beat for peeing yourself? You never peed yourself. Ever. Look at my face. You never peed yourself. Where did that come from? Okay. I don't even want to say this, but the other thing you said about what? The only thing I can think of that you are twisting way out of proportion is when Tiffany kept locking you in your room. Yeah, that was Tiffany watching you, not me. I was at work. Yeah. You were the one that came downstairs when me and Tiffany were talking, and we were not yelling and arguing. Tiffany was yelling, but I wasn't. I was simply telling her, look, that's my daughter. You're not going to do this. This continues, we're going to have a serious issue. I was talking to her about how I discussed with her me going after getting you. I wanted to make sure there wasn't going to be no silent jealousy from her or you. Well, we wouldn't know about that until you came there, but I was contemplating all that stuff because all that stuff I've seen in my past from other people. So I know it's a possibility. And that's exactly what took place. Most of it was because Tiffany got caught messing with my brother, my cousin, and a neighbor in the house while I was working. Um, yeah, that's why Uncle Willie was at the house. Yeah, Uncle Willie's not allowed at my house. Big tall boy, red hair. Yeah, you know who he is. You were the one that told me he was there, and Tiff got mad at you. That was the day she tried to say we had to leave. hmm Forgetting my name was on the lease as well. Yeah. This is also the girl that after I called off the wedding, which that's what your mom was trying to do. That's why she was trying to put Gabe in there. That way she could call the police later, like she did to Phil, to me. And yeah, she almost got me because I was going to do that. I even have the video of me taking care of Gabe outside my house because your mom wouldn't. Literally would not. And what do you mean Leslie doesn't like me? Leslie doesn't have a reason not to like me. Only by what she doesn't even know me that well. I just know of her because she was the well neighbor to your mom, pretty much say roommate, and because um, you, well, I won't say you, but Jasmine took a marker and wrote on her couch. Jen had Leslie watching her. I get a call saying that I have to pay for it. Um, no, it's not how that works. I didn't pay Leslie to watch her. I didn't. And you really think I'm going to pay for something because you fell asleep? Really? No. I mean, this is the bullshit I had to deal with. Literally. Right around the time that just before Jen ran off with Jazz for the third time, she was dating Steve, and they came to my house. Her car had died. Uh, I asked my neighbor if she had jumper cables because I don't know where the heck mine were. But anyway, my neighbor come out, handed me the jumper cables, was trying to talk to Jen. Jen was very snooty and rude to her. And the lady just noticed stuff about your mom, well, Jazzy's mom right away. Sorry, I'm used to doing videos where I'm trying to, talk to them or, pretty much like that. But anyway, the thing about where Jazzy was saying something about the elaborations she has come to. You were having I believe, a urinary tract infection or a yeast infection. And what I found out is that when Tiffany would lock you in your room, she would not let you use the bathroom, which that's what gave you the urinary tract infection. She was not giving you things to drink, and she was not making sure you were staying clean, which caused the other. And when I came home, you were screaming and saying your was burning and all that. So I figured I'd have Tiffany check you out while I stood in the hall. I didn't touch you. Tiffany did. And my back was turned because I've been through stuff like that as a kid. And I didn't want any type of memory of you and me in that type of scenario ever. And here you are. Even though that's not what went down. Tiffany was right there. And now she knows I'm after her because of what the kids said in that video. Yeah. The kids said it, Jasmine. The kids said it. So your little statement about, oh, if they were here, you don't know that. And I can tell you right now, if they were here, they'd be telling a different story. Tony, Kirsten, and Talon were going to go to court against Tiffany. She had already brainwashed little David using Wi-Fi. Yeah, I have all that on video from all the kids. You guys are coming after me because of this woman thing. You think I'm going after an innocent woman that lost her kids. That's exactly what Tiffany wants you to think. Your mom has the same problem, mental problem. It's the same mental problem. The only difference is they have other things that are attached to that are a little different. But that's still pretty much the same thing. And this is what they do: they deliberately destroy their own life, and they will hurt people to do so. Your mom is too much of a wimp. She can't hurt nothing. That's why she does it this way, because she can't pull off what Tiffany did. And if you noticed, Tiffany made sure to appear that she wasn't in the situation. She didn't want to see it, and she didn't want to be around it, but she knew it was happening. And Talon, Kirsten, and David, right here in this basement, told on them. And here you are saying that I seem more suspicious. How can I be suspicious? The kids said it. I videoed it. People tried to say that it was hearsay. People tried to say that it was coercing. But I'm nowhere around the other situation that occurred. The three people, or the two people that were named, one got paid, the other one was driving. The only person that anybody's been mad at is me for saying the truth. These are facts. These ain't made up thoughts. They're right there. The text messages from David 15 minutes before it happened. The fact that none of them were in a seatbelt. The fact that both people were speeding. The fact that she crossed the center line. The fact that the cop said, oh, well, a neighbor said that you have it on surveillance video. You can see clearly nobody removed any tire. No tire was ever in the way. We already viewed it together. People think I just make up shit and talk out my ass. What the fuck? They can be sued. The same cops that investigated it were the ones that the kids told at school. Then they told them again here when their mom called them over something stupid. They were doing a wellness check and the kids were like, yeah, we're fine. We're outside playing. The kids started telling them about the plan with Nana, and I said, what? And the cop's like, well, that's hearsay. And I said, well, you still need to make a record of this in case something happens. And the cop's like, well, I will. It was, what's his name? I've got it written down. But anyway, when Kirsten was scared to go home to her mom's, and Tiffany tried to say, it was kidnapping and sent the police. Even the police said they couldn't do anything. It's not kidnapping. She put a peace order against me and my daughter without anything from my daughter saying that, my dad scares me, and got it granted. Which, if you're convincing enough to a judge and they believe your story, you can get that. Doesn't mean anything happened. But yeah, that's what happened there. There's a lot of other things that you said in those videos that, Jazz, you are twisted. I mean, twisted. You're telling me your mom went to Texas because of me being so bad? I didn't even know where you were. I knew that the stuff with CPS was going on because of Heather. That was about it. And all they told me is that you wouldn't be coming home. I have no clue what's going on. I took you to school. I'm on security camera taking you into the office because you came back from your mother's with all kinds of things. I've never grabbed you by your hair. Never. Never. I used to brush your hair before school, but that was it. And that's only because Tiffany wouldn't do it anymore, because you were a little bit of a pill about it. That was it. I got more.